Greetings and welcome to Botched Initiative. Here, our cast of role players steps into the shoes of heroes, each with his own ambitions, flaws, and dreams. Together, they will face a world brimming with danger and wonder, a land called Dunya. I am your dungeon master, Bill Lynch of OTP Games, and this episode is brought to you by Only Crits. Whether it's a 1 or a 20, the important thing is to keep rolling. Only Crits. Feed your dice goblin. Now, when we last left off, our heroes had just defeated some rather nasty giants. They didn't have too much trouble surviving, but the baron of the land, who they were trying desperately to keep alive, didn't fare so well. They're now standing over the bodies of 2 hill giants and 4 ogres. And the baron and Jovian and Tala are all fairly badly wounded, but still alive. The baron is barely alive. He breathes heavily and says, "Well, that was quite the adventure, wasn't it? Thrilling to face death and stare it down and come out the better.
And even come back from it, yes, Baron?"
Oh, yes. I thought I might take my last walk, but wasn't to be, not today.
Maybe you should be more cautious. Or maybe
heroes you hear of in song, you never hear about them being cautious, do you?
It is true. Maybe it is a sign. Maybe you're supposed to make it to the town.
I believe so. It is my destiny to reestablish Talico Taxida, with your help, of course.
Of course.
My brave heroes.
Maybe your destiny is even to stay there and be the lord over it.
Oh no, I am obligated to take care of not only excuse me. I've been given dominion over the whole colony. The capital is on the coast where all the traffic is. I can't leave there and hold myself away in a distant colony, a distant temple up in the mountains.
What if someone else could take over? Your sister seems quite capable.
Oh yes, she is. She is capable, but it is my duty.
Well, maybe the gods will show you that you have a higher calling than that.
Well, we shall see. We have a... What say you, priest? You are in touch with Our Lady of the Final Walk.
Yes, Brother Zealous.
I merely just guide the souls. What decisions they take in between them and now, I cannot say. For that, I do say, to tell the tale, you must be alive to tell the tale. And what better way straight from you than the ones who just witness it?
Well, perhaps. I'm not eager to die. That's for sure.
Your actions kind of say otherwise, my lord.
What do you mean?
Oh, well, like that you said, sometimes caution will rank above bravery in certain situations. If you want the glory to be able to tell your story and be alive to tell it, perhaps during situations when we are fighting, especially these grotesque monsters, maybe sound mind would benefit you a little bit better than just straight through.
Are you doubting my tactics? I mean, who was it who set up the obscurement between us and our foes? We were still having rocks thrown at us, and we needed quick action if we were to defeat them.
Well, how it usually works, my lord, and I don't mean to necessarily doubt your tactics, but what we've learned here between us is it is much better to work as a team than it is to go out in a blaze of glory. And you have a team here to be able to help you, so be able to think clearly and be able to once again go in with sound mind to be able
Again,
to
with
come
the
out of
sound
this alive.
mind, you overstep your place.
I do not mean
You
to
are
overstep.
brave, no doubt, but you don't understand the obligations that come with nobility.
I think he
Right.
means to
I
say
do
you
not.
are a great leader, but you do have a good team to support you. Don't be afraid to ask us for help, because we're more than willing to help our leader.
Thank you.
Yes, exactly.
You should let her speak more. She seems to have more of a knack for it.
This is probably why she was chosen by your sister.
Yes, she is quite a good judge of character. I know it is rather early in the day, but we've been making excellent time. Perhaps we might make camp here and rest for the night. We are well ahead of the rest of the caravan. Solomon, you move quite quickly, and you help all of us to do the same.
Yes. Well,
You're making great progress.
we knew we would run into things that could slow us down.
Jovian pops his arm back into his socket. Yes, maybe doing a good rest would be helpful.
I'm going to assume you guys set up the horses something like this.
I would like to cast Tiny Hut for the night.
Yep.
Get to rest.
Well, you got it's barely noon, so
Yeah.
Oh,
you guys
Yeah.
Either way.
have some time.
got
Would
it.
we be able to go up on one
Yep.
of the cliff areas? Yeah. Just so we're not in the middle of a road and on low ground.
Set you all up. I assume at least one of the greedier member of the parties is going to loot the bodies. There are a couple hill giants and
Yep.
several
Move them.
ogres. When you do go through them, you don't find anything all that interesting. There's nothing that valuable, but you do find each of them has a holy symbol of Beelzebub, which is what you found on the other giants earlier. Neris, you know a good bit about giants, having hunted them before. And you know giants generally aren't religious, giants, ogres, all that. But if they do worship anybody, Beelzebub, the god of gluttony, is one they typically tend to pay any sort of homage to. Holy symbols are a little unusual. Giants are not, especially hill giants and ogres, don't have the consciousness to really carry holy symbols and worship that way. So these are especially religious creatures for their type.
Yeah, I'll bring that up and mention it. Don't you guys think it's weird to have these on them?
A little bit, yes. It's not very often you see that kind of thing, but seems to be higher powers at play here, especially to be able to convince creatures such as this to become religious. Very interesting. You've never seen anything like this before.
No. They're generally too not. They're too stupid.
Well,
That's
this
one
is
way
the-
of putting it.
Well, we had
This
somebody
is the
with
first
same
we've
level
seen of
intelligence.
the Beelzebub symbol.
No, the other giants you killed, so far all the giants you've killed have had religious symbols of Beelzebub on them.
Okay.
That's
Is there any
interesting.
way I can maybe collect some hair or nails or toes?
Big
I don't know.
giant toe.
Maybe hair.
Sure.
Mash, mash, mash.
Nobody's gonna really stop you.
I will be collecting hair.
Just desecrating the dead body, why don't you?
and if you look at Thatcher's coat and the necklace that Sorsha wears, it hasn't been the first time.
Mine was a great job.
We've had plenty of battles with plenty of different types of creatures, and for better or for worse, have trophies.
Something I've never seen before. You took feathers.
All the better. Yep. I'll get a little something. But the Scram Netis Estalia. I know you've kind of come into this whole thing blindly, and don't get me wrong, we have much appreciation for the help you have given us. But we definitely need to let you know everything that has been going on up until this point, at least so you are prepared, or you can decide whether or not you join us any further in this endeavor. Are there any questions or anything that you may have before we move forward?
The Baron says, well, I would certainly like to know if you have any, what sort of creatures you encountered the last time you were up here, what the temple itself was like.
Well, the temple was very interesting. Zealous can give you more details about the temple. But as it comes to creatures within that temple,
If he remembers.
It wasn't that long ago. It was the giant spider that was like nightmares.
Mm-hmm. Is that what it was? I didn't remember.
Oh yes, I remember. We didn't listen to the tactic I had planned. Good times.
Thatcher was confused most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's what Spider's doing, right?
Yes.
Yeesh. That wasn't a great game.
I remember while we were fighting,
Confused,
he was
you mean
walking
like-
aimlessly, looking around.
Like magical confusion?
Yes.
Something like that, yes.
Didn't Jovian also get confused too when he decided to shift into a bear and got stuck a couple times?
Possibly.
We've all made mistakes. Some a little less intelligent than others, but we learn from them, hopefully.
Me thinking I could lie to the great dragon.
A dragon?
Yes. Yes, Lord. There was an old woman there, just wandering the woods when we were there, and come to find out, she's an ancient silver dragon in human form.
She was in human form when we met her. We did not see the full effect.
Poranterus? Something?
So how do you know she's a dragon?
Well, that leads to another story, and yet another mistake.
Dragons.
Oh yeah, the fake creatures.
Yes.
Yep, the
I-
three sisters.
Haven't
What?
seen
Go ahead,
the
Nevis.
look on her face is just like, I haven't spent much time away from my forest. You guys have run into dragons.
In human form, but more or less, yes.
She was pleasant.
We also didn't know in the moment she was a dragon.
Did you ever see her as a dragon?
We did not know.
No. But there was a very heavy aura of power. Yeah, like
It
that.
was the aura like that.
It was exactly that.
A very, very big aura of power around her that seemed very off-putting. Where we were and how things were going at the time. It's not very often you see feeble old ladies just meandering around in the woods.
We were told that she does protect the temple, though.
Yes.
By the Fey creatures.
Yes.
Yes. Who I should probably let you know now. We've sort of made a deal with these Fey creatures.
You made
Oh.
a deal with Fey?
Again, not one of the proudest moments that we've had, but
Oh my goodness.
out of
After
character.
we gave them their names.
Natural ones suck. Let's just say that.
I didn't force you to do anything.
No. No, you didn't.
It just kept happening.
Don't blame the dice. It's
No.
No, that is exactly who we blame.
But made a bit of a deal with her for certain quality information that we gathered during the time. Myself and Thatcher more willing. I look at him a little bit more willingly than I did, but
I've never met a creature like them before, and they were very nice.
we again
Sweet,
made the deal
naive
for that
child.
information, and we have still yet to find out what will come of that. But given we are going back to the temple in that area, I would not doubt if we come face to face with those fey creatures again. 3 sisters, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
Oh,
And maybe the ancient silver dragon, hopefully not in dragon form, but I'd much rather speak with her in human form than in dragon form.
well, if she is a dragon, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, some of us, and I look at Zealous, and I look at Sorsha, gave false information to this silver dragon.
Yeah, the nature is so beautiful.
Presumed silver dragon.
Yes.
Yes, presumed
Yes.
silver dragon.
Huh.
But given everything that we have been through, I'd rather be more cautious than not.
Was it mine?
Yes, I'd hate to find out that she actually is a silver dragon by her
Technically lie.
attacking us. My goodness.
But again, it's a lot of information, a lot of things that we have come across in these weeks or months.
Mhm.
Again, we've learned from mistakes for sure, but there will definitely be more problems in the coming future. And again, I would not necessarily blame you 3 if you wanted to leave, but just know that staying with us will come a lot of chaos.
If it hasn't already.
And not
You've
in
only
a good
gotten a
way.
sample of what we've dealt with so far.
So you're telling me I get to meet a dragon and some fake creatures This is the best adventure ever!
He's like, this sounds like a party.
I'm
You want me to be nice to him?
Yes, Zealous. Yes, for once. At least try. Sometimes it feels good to be a nice person. But Scram, I appreciate your enthusiasm. We could use a little bit more of that, and especially in these chaotic situations.
I will let you know what they look like if we see them again, Scram.
I
Thanks,
am
buddy.
definitely willing to continue with you.
Great. We're all fucked.
Stalia,
Together.
Nastalia, you seem a little on the fence.
I don't know. I'm a little bit hesitant knowing that you seem to have lied to a potential dragon.
Lie is such a interesting way to put it. She asked for my name. I gave her an alias, in a way, which is a manner of a name. So,
And to be fair, we did not know she is what we presume that she is.
it's like making deal with Faye. You don't do it because, bad shit.
But y'all did it.
Yes.
Yes.
come
Then
on,
again-
Stalia. What else are we gonna do? Where would we go?
Say,
You have a point. I mean, who's to say that she didn't know the truth already?
Oh,
very
she definitely
intelligent.
did.
we don't know. She
Also,
never said it.
we weren't there.
She corrected Sorcerer and her lie pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Betty?
She's a powerful presence.
Yes, I wasn't the only one. That's right, Betty. I forgot all about that.
We've
See,
all
Scram,
made mistakes.
you just need to be truthful and nothing will worry you. Like
Yes.
me.
You got cursed by a god.
Cursed by a god.
Always sees the good in people.
I
You
was
with the fake
I was given
research.
the axe by a man, so
Oh,
Or half of one. Haha.
yes, he was a halfling, I think.
Bad joke. No offense, Scram.
Yes, I heard that he was able to unload that cursed weapon. He did tell you it was cursed, didn't he?
Yes.
So he said it was powerful and someone could use it. Has it served you well?
It has, yes.
Oh, good.
Baron.
It's just that with this weapon, I mean, Thatcher, you can tell them the consequences of this weapon if you want to.
Well, I die and join Renville's court, but we all need to serve a purpose even after we die, so why not that?
You gonna be on a court? That sounds so cool.
What if we transfer the
I love
curse to
his
Scram?
enthusiasm.
That might work, actually.
Doesn't seem like the worst fate to me.
No.
Look, we got 2 contestants. We could transfer the curse to 1 and 1. Even better deal.
We've already put enough curses on this team. But the thing with Thatcher is if he dies, he dies. There's no way of bringing him back.
Well,
We
it's a
have
slight
these
chance.
diamonds, we have spells, we have things to be able to do that, but in his case,
It is in the god's hands. It is in Renville's hands.
For now.
And she will determine if I cross over or if you let me bring me back.
Well, remember, ultimately, it always is in Renville's hands. So.
Yes, that is true,
Yes.
Baron.
For now. Always.
What do you mean?
Ah. It is getting late, isn't it?
I'm looking at Zealous and just like, sometimes it's better to just not say anything.
You want me to be nice and socialize? You want me to be quiet? God, there's no pleasing people.
Time and place for everything, my friend.
This is new to you. Of course, it's hard to learn.
S2, Sorsha?
Is there anything else that you guys would like to know?
What was the temple like?
Dark.
Ominous. Very, at least for my own sake. It's, how you say, spine tingling. To a certain degree.
Also very powerful in the magic. It is a beacon, yes, Brother Zealous?
Ley line, I believe, is
Yeah.
or key line.
Yes, I've heard that's why it's so important for us to get there and reestablish it. If that were to be damaged, corrupted, and could have very bad effects.
What such effects, if you don't mind? Always willing to learn.
Well, from what High Priestess Athenia said, it could affect Soul's ability to make it to the afterlife. It's part of what holds the fabric of the planes in place. Without an anchor point, souls might not be able to ascend, or in some cases, he looks over at you, Zealous, descend to where they belong.
He burned you good.
There could be more ghosts wandering the land, more souls in torment, not only wandering this plane, but dragged down to the lower planes where they don't belong. I don't understand all of it exactly. I'm not a philosopher, not an arcanist. I'm simply a ruler. My primary job is taking care of the souls of people here on this plane, helping them live the best lives they can and protecting them from danger. But this is certainly within my realm of responsibility.
And do you think with that, my lord, it would be even more vital for you to stay and watch over Talico Taxida?
You seem...
Given what you know already.
Well, High Priestess Athenia will be there. And Sir Sergio is coming. There will be a significant presence there. You seem very intent on locking me away in Talico Taxida. Is there...
Locking away, no, but we want to put this in
The best
worthy
of hands.
hands. The best of hands.
Yes.
No disrespect to Sir Sergio or the priestess, but they're not you.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. Can't tell if I don't know if you should make persuasion or deception because you're.
Let's see. Which are we doing? Persuasion? Well, I
Yeah, I'll let you do persuasion.
All right. Is it just me? All right.
You're the little talking.
Yeah, this one sucks. All right. Come on, dice. 16?
Okay. He does,
Dirty 20.
for the first time since you've maybe met him, he seems to take what you're saying and think about it, and seems to be chewing on it for a little bit. Seems like
Not
you've
for me right now. The rest is
made a
rest is up
made
to
a
you
crack,
guys.
maybe.
we have more time.
I think right now would be a good time to rest up
Yes.
and then get moving. Still got a bit of a journey ahead of us, even as fast as we can go with that trip.
So, Orsha, do you want to cast Tiny Hut just to protect the Baron?
I think we already did.
Oh, we did.
It's only 8 hours. You guys have like 16 hours to go almost, but yeah, you can. And it's a ritual, so you can cast it, pretty easily.
I can also do one if need be.
Yeah.
Over the horses.
Watch.
Perfect.
So we're not as cramped.
True.
And as before I get to at least my part of the rest, I look at Sosha. Sosha, would you be able to help me with the journal again?
Yes.
Zealous, if you don't mind as well, you're pretty good at decoding things, or at least helping understand certain talking points.
I am at thy will. Being helpful. Fucking hate my life.
You should give him a golden star or something. He's doing such a good job.
More booze.
So the
Yes. I will cast also comprehend languages.
Make sure I still have it here in the.
While y'all are doing all this, I'm gonna go get some firewood.
Oh, somebody fix that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here, there we go.
We got firewood.
There we go.
There we go.
Stay.
No journal.
Aha.
Can you read that?
I cannot.
I might have been able to read it 20 years ago.
It's in the chat also.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
And I can pull it up here.
Is that the old one or the new one?
There are two.
Let's see.
Yeah, this new one is not in there yet. The old one is, yes, but
Is it? That's the same one. You've looked at it before, and it doesn't have anything. It's been translated for you, decoded, but the code has a code within it. So you can read it. There's the first part is pretty. The first part's pretty plain. It was written a day before your mentor died, and it's 18th Cilios. I have received troubling news today that bears further investigation. Nyala has informed me, and you know Nyala was a nymph that lived near your grove. Nyala has informed me that she has reason to believe that Kriana, Oskux, and Modar might not be who they seem. She claims they are secretly worshiping Sathanis, who you know as the goddess of wrath. I have known the three of them for years. Were it anyone else making these claims, I would find them laughable. Yet I've known Nyala for even longer, and she seemed so convinced when I spoke to her. I shall have to bring the matter up with them tomorrow and set things straight. The next day, he was killed. Then you found some really strange writings, just gobbledygook symbols. You were able to comprehend languages on them and bring them out to make sense of what he was actually saying. The sun is rising anew while the moon's set. It seems like the heavens themselves are on a collision course. What can mortals do against such calamity? Many ropes are used to tie down a cargo on a ship. Cut a certain knot and the whole bundle comes loose. The knots must be protected. Walk in the way of good and keep a path of righteousness. The upright will inherit the land, but the wicked will be cut off from it. The goat is always trying to satisfy the desires of his loins. The lion wishes to rule over all, but the boar simply wishes to destroy. It can dig under any fence, chew through any rope, knock down any gate. Beware the boar. And you know through your religious training, a goat is one of the symbols of Lucifer. Lion is one of the symbols goat is one of the symbols of Asmodeus, the god of lust. Lion is one of the symbols of Lucifer, the god of pride, but the boar is the symbol of Sathanis, the goddess of wrath. The tongue of the righteous is choice silver. The heart of the wicked is of little worth. The majesty of all the gods can be found in Gaia's creation. It swallows Renviel's children as they begin their final journey. It shapes and conforms with Nestor's secrets in the wrinkles of Dunya. It hides iron and gold for the followers of Quaedor and Enkios. In the final little entry, guard well the holy places, the sites druids have protected since the beginning. It's obviously not just a straight up riddle with an answer, but it's a set of clues or a set of.
Oh yeah, yep.
And some of them are familiar. Some of them are just standard religious, like the tongue of the righteous is choice silver. That's just, you've heard that many times before. But some of them are seem to be pointing you to do something, but you're not sure what yet.
Ropes that tie down the cargo knots. Spirit lines. The knots is where the points intersects. The points that intersect are usually the temples. And then mortals against calamity.
We fought many things with boar pendants, so.
True. Sun rising anew and mortal said, heaven's collision. Oh, the two planes. So, what if something is under the lines? What if the lines themselves are holding something back, and that's why they're trying to destroy the temples?
Wasn't the temple we went to, didn't we have to wait till the solstice to find it under the sun? Yeah,
It's true.
all right, didn't we have to wait till the solstice?
Yeah,
the first time.
Yep.
So maybe it's at that temple, whatever it's going to happen.
And maybe the grove that Jovian came from was also a point of where all the lines intersected too.
Possibly.
Which would explain all the boar pendants being found around there too.
Mm-hmm. And here.
Yep.
it's starting to seem like a lot of the things that we've.
The pendants you've been finding here are Beelzebub, the god of gluttony, not the boar pendants.
Okay.
I misspoke earlier.
Oh, okay.
So
okay. Because goat is Lucifer, boar would be.
Boar's wrath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sathanis.
starting to come out to see that maybe a lot of the things that we have gone through are connected to what have happened at the grove that I'm from. In some way, shape, or form. If not the full picture, at least partial of the picture. And I'm looking at the ground, just kind of thinking to myself and just, look, it is not something I necessarily want to do, nor do I necessarily think that I'm ready for it. But at some point in time, soon rather than later, we have to go back to my home and not only confront the killers of my mentor, but seems like we'll be confronting a whole hell of a lot than those three. And I don't feel comfortable with the people who live there having to go through that sort of evil. It doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't necessarily sit right with me that I've been gone for so long anyway. But at some point you have to face your demons head on. It seems about that time that I need to face mine. I could definitely use all of your help, that's for sure. Definitely won't be able to do this by myself.
Can we meet the dragon lady first?
Yes, Graham, we can try and meet the dragon lady first.
Yay! I'll go with you to your home.
Well, we have to kill pirates as well.
We've got a lot of things that we need to do beforehand, that's for sure.
That is,
we're just gonna keep murdering everything, aren't we?
But we have to keep in mind that what is happening in my home could be a focal point of things that we've been dealing with throughout this travel.
I'll definitely be with you.
Thank you. Well,
I don't see why not. Might find something interesting over there. Who knows?
We'll definitely find something interesting, I can promise you that.
Could help with my research too, so I'm all for it.
Enough with the sob story. Once again, thank you for helping me decipher this. Let us rest up and let us get moving. We seem to have wasted enough time as it is.
Baron Renee's been snoring silently or quietly the whole time. He lost interest once.
He would be a quiet
Wasn't about
story.
him.
Yeah. So good.
Graham would like to go off for like an hour or so, like pick up firewood or whatever, and just be away for an hour.
Okay.
Neris is like up against the edge with a sketchbook, sketching out the party, all the new people she's met.
Okay. Scram, go and give me. I assume you're trying to be quiet as you move about. Once they told you what's.
Definitely hood up. Just gonna go off, find a quiet spot.
Roll three stealth checks and 3 perception checks.
Jesus.
Woo!
He's out for a while, you know.
What fucking missing?
18, 18, 25 for stealth.
Good gracious.
Good heavens.
Hey, you said perception for the next one?
Yeah.
$18, 10, 12 for perception.
Okay. You go out, you looking for firewood. You just find a place to sit. When you first go out, you hear some movement further up the mountain than you are, and it's a little ways off, but it's fairly loud. Not many individuals, but it seem to be fairly large individuals. Ogres, giants, somewhere along that scale. You don't get a very good sense of exactly what it is, but there are more giants, you think, further up the mountain.
Are they moving, or is it like their camp or something like that?
Those second two, you try to listen more, but you can't really make out much. They don't seem to be getting closer to you guys. So,
Well, I would like to finish up what I was doing going out there, and then I'll stealth a little bit closer, but not too close. I don't want to completely die.
Okay.
But I'd like to see like if they're moving or setting up a camp, or if there's something else like the person in charge of them might be there that I could see.
alrighty. Let me see. I wasn't planning on you going wandering off on your own.
Well, I was only going to go like off into the distance, and then you gave me breadcrumbs, so it's kind of your
So
fault.
it's my fault.
You
Yeah,
might get
like-
your wish, Zealous.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sweet cakes. Ooh, sweet cakes.
Like I was just wanting to go off and play with my trident, but here you are giving me breadcrumbs.
He's gonna bring you back here.
You're calling it?
He's gonna bring the problems back
Bow
here.
staffing it.
Okay, hang on.
Hey
All
DM,
right. Yeah.
if Scram were to come back and tell us, considering I collected the hair, could I put it in my hunter's grimoire?
Grimoire. Now, is that has to be for a certain individual, right? It's not just for a species or
A creature of any type.
what is it? I thought it was that creature in particular. Is it just that type of creature?
1 second. When you recover physical evidence from a creature, you can offer it to your book. And then it says, I can know the creature type, alignment, name, aliases, current distance, direction.
And vulnerabilities and flaws and everything.
I thought that was my interpretation. That was for that
Yeah, it sounds like
individual
it's like,
creature, but
yeah, it
let me
tracks the creature that you have.
let me take a look at this.
Oh.
The name of the creature from which it was described after, yeah. Yeah, so it's that individual creature.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Really gotcha.
Well, you know
that
it's
would have been
dead.
so cool.
That's a good checkup though. That
So Scram. That's not right. So this is just what you're seeing. You see up ahead of you some ogres sitting around talking. Do you speak giant?
Common, Elvish, and Thieves can't. So Can I comprehend languages?
Believe that's.
Can I cast comprehend languages?
Do you speak German?
Let me make sure.
It says, I understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that I hear. You also
Okay.
understand written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface.
All right. You can. All right. Roll a stealth check.
Just one?
You're trying to. Yeah, you're trying to cast. Because it has verbal components, so you're trying to be quiet while you do this.
All right. So as I move up, I'd like to put my hood up for my
Advantage
cloak
on-
of elven. Yeah. If that's okay. $28.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a perception check. See how well you can hear what they're saying. You'll be able to, you can understand it if you hear it well enough, but do you get close enough to understand what they're saying?
$13.
All right. They're arguing, not angrily. They're talking about somebody else, and you're kind of hearing them say something about they don't. One guy doesn't trust her. The other two are saying they all better do what she says. You can't. It's not, their mouths are full of food while they're talking, so it's hard to understand them. Might have to get closer.
Before I go closer, if I feel that it's within, like, I can get away with it, I'd like to use my non-detection on myself. Hide a target that you touch from divination magic. The target can be a willing creature, place, or object no larger than 10 feet. The target can't be targeted by any divination magic or perceived through magical scrying.
It has a verbal component again.
That's what I'm saying. As long as I'm far enough away that I feel like it could be okay. If I'm too close, then I'm not going to do it.
It'd be risky.
Okay, then no, it's too risky. If there's no tents or anything to hide like a wizard in there, I'm not gonna worry about it. That's all I'm worried about.
Okay. Yeah, there's just the three of them out kind of in the woods.
Is there something a little bit closer I can hide behind still to make sure I'm covered as I scoot closer?
There's some more bush and stuff and trees.
Okay, well, I'm real small.
Yeah.
So I'd like to move a little bit closer to get a better view.
Another stealth check.
$25.
Okay, you're real quiet. Roll another perception check.
I am the sneaky. 19.
Better. That's better.
You're way more quiet than your dice. You get closer, and they're saying, "She's not even one of us. I don't think we can trust her." And the other one, replies, "Give me just a second. You guys are going out of order."
Oops.
Yeah.
Stick to the script, guys.
Yeah, you didn't send us a script beforehand. If I'd have got the script,
yeah. Sambala trusts her, so we have to trust her.
What was that name again? Sambla?
Sambala.
Okay.
No, sorry, Vragit.
Fragit?
Vragit.
Vragit. Okay.
Yeah. Vragit trusts her, so we have to trust her. We don't have to trust her. We just have to do what Vragit says.
All right. Well, I think I've overstayed my welcome here. I'm going to carefully back away the way I came.
Okay. Roll another stealth check.
Make sure I step on every loud stick I possibly can. No, I'm kidding.
Just run away. They'd probably think you were a squirrel.
Oh, I hope 24
Okay. Yep.
for stealth to get
You
out.
sneak away, no problem. They're still arguing amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Don't seem to be making any headway. It's not like a real logical, persuasive argument like, you're stupid. No, you're stupid. No, you're stupid.
Don't expect anything else out of Cousins of Zealous.
Looks like his ears. But I have such anger now out of nowhere.
All right, so did I finish my bond with my trident?
Yes.
Cool. And then I'm gonna go back to where everybody's. I'm just gonna grab a bundle of sticks on the way through, like not even trying. Come back. I don't even care about the tracks. I'm so small. So I'm gonna make it back to where everybody's talking or sitting around. Hey, guys! There's 3 more over there arguing. Three more big ugly guys.
You saw them while you were collecting these twigs?
We needed firewood. I got little hands.
Appreciate the kindling.
Mm-hmm.
See, it could be worked for something. I tried.
What were they talking about? Did you understand them?
Yeah. So they said something about Vragit, and they needed to trust somebody because Vragit trusted them.
Mm.
Where were they?
They were over there.
I'm just gonna point in the general direction that I came from.
There were 3 of them. They weren't very happy with each other, but I don't really know what a happy ogre looks like.
Neither do I.
We could send our familiars over there just for scouts.
Are they good
DM,
stuff?
when he's pointing in the general direction, is that the direction that we need to go through, or is it an
Yeah, it's further,
opposite?
it's further up the mountain.
Also, did we just take a long rest while he was out?
No.
Oh shit.
I was gone an hour.
Yeah.
How much longer do we need for the long rest? We could just wait it out. Probably inconvenience the DM a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
No. If you want to take an hour, if you want to sleep through the night, you can try that.
I mean, for me at least, I'm halfway down the death list, and I really don't have any more spell slots to be able to help out with anything.
So was the Baron. So
Well,
Yeah,
let the Baron finish his
one
sleep.
sneeze away from going down to Renville.
That'd be an inconvenience.
Do I need to take the first watch?
Well, we have the tiny huts up, both of them,
Mm-hmm.
but you can watch from the inside if you want to take them. No, but nothing would be able to touch us while we are in them.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
We could have the Elvish split up, have 2 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
That way.
I only need
Yes.
4 hours.
I mean,
I need my
someplace
8.
it becomes optional. Yeah.
Yes, let's rest up and then we look over to the Baron. Is he still out cold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course he is.
He was dead for a short while and came back to life, so he's
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
we'll
needs, a
a lot
good,
out of you.
he needs a good sleep.
let's
Does he need to stay?
long rest this and then move.
Maybe
Do
9
we
hours
want
for
to
him.
stay alive, like
He
out of
needs to go to
character?
sleep.
Does he
What's
need
that?
to live? Does the Baron need to live?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of.
We're
The party is
Preferably.
isn't 100% in agreement on that.
The last session or two, he's become really likable.
He's rubbed off on us a little bit. Kind
I
of.
mean, yeah, he told Jovian to shut up. I like him.
Yeah, let's long rest this and then move on out.
Okay. You guys all get to take a long rest. You have your huts up.
See you.
Seem to be working effectively for you. Everybody gets a long rest.
All right. Before
Prepare
we
your spells if you
do,
want.
I want to do just a quick do B-Sense and send Vax up just to go get a scout out so we can see what may or may not be there when we wake up. Might as well
Okay.
burn it now before I do the long rest.
Um,
I can do it. As a
roll
ritual.
a perception check
Oops.
for him.
Yes. For him.
Well, I guess you're using. Yeah, you use your perception check.
Because my vision, I see what he sees.
Yeah, but you're seeing through his eyes, right?
Yeah. So extras.
So you're limited by what he can see.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
I have a feeling you're going to see a lot of the top of trees.
Unless they fly below the canopy.
Yeah.
Are in the trees.
Should have got a monkey.
Yeah, swing through it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oops.
raven attracts less attention than a monkey in a mountain forest.
I know Scram seemed to be
bit.
okay.
So he gets a +3 perception. I'll just roll 4
Okay.
a few times.
Do.
He's able to fly way further than you guys can travel up the side of a mountain in a day. And he sees from not real close off, but while you're looking through his eyes, you guess after about maybe another 4 hours of travel tomorrow, there will be some significant giant activity. He also sees kind of a strange exposure on the mountain. There's this open area with a stone, sort of like a circular stone platform that's exposed and on the mountain.
Like an altar? Or like
Yeah.
Stonehenge-ish?
Something. It's pretty finely cut stone. And it's obviously crafted by hand. It's there's the mountain slope and just kind of sticking out parallel to the sticking out horizontal is this circular stone platform that stands out from the slope of the mountain. That's the other thing that gets his attention.
Hmm. All right. Then he comes back. I'll let everybody know. It seems like our religious giants might have something being cooked up.
Was this altar the size for giants, or was it the size for humans? Do you know?
Unsure.
Mm.
It's through the eyes of a raven.
I'm assuming the Raven didn't go down and like walk it out.
Yeah.
In the eyes
And there's nobody
of a
around the altar.
raven.
No humans or giants around it, so you couldn't get a size estimate that accurately.
They're just like, big rock. All right. That is all.
Cool.
You guys sleep through the night and head out in the morning.
I think so.
Yes.
Are you talking, Scram? If you are, you're muted.
You get a move on, and fairly early in the morning, there's only about an hour from, or less than an hour, how far Scram got. And you guys are on horseback and traveling on a trail. You get to the spot where Scram was, and you see 3 ogres in the trail directly in front of you. They seem unhospitable. One way to put it.
Scram would try to ride with the Baron again. It seemed to work out last time.
Okay.
If that's
Yeah, you guys can all adjust how you're going to your order of march. This is what we had before. The Baron insists on being, pretty much, if not right at the front, if not, in front of everybody, at least at the front.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I guess Scram's too small to get a hold of. There we go. So it's about where everybody is, give or take. Hang on a second. You're not behind? You're in front of the Baron. Hang on. Shut up.
Yes.
Is that where you all are?
Yes.
Sorsha wants to be a little bit further up by the
Baron.
but
like Scram would ride with the Baron if the Baron would allow it, since I saved Helm last time.
Okay, so we're
Back
gonna
in the
have,
Baron.
I do like having a shield in front of me.
yes, and Sorsha's,
A meat shield.
it's her personal charge to keep the Baron alive. So
And I need to provide healing to the Baron, so like I should be right there with him too.
Well, then get up over there.
I have
So you can
movement to run in front of him.
basically be to the point we're all surrounding the Baron at some point.
Mhm.
Somehow put him in the center.
Mhm.
So
Kills.
he still insists on being at the lead because he's leading this expedition.
Of course he is.
Okay, so something like that.
We could cast sleep on him.
That'll work.
And the ogres don't seem to be interested in talking, so
Well,
heck, hang on. If you want, I'll go ahead and roll initiative.
yep. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, fun.
11 initiative for Scram.
13 for Jovian.
Did I just roll a
Okay,
4?
that's what-
Yes, I did.
20.
20 for Sorsha.
Sorsha has a
Nurse.
16.
No. If you're running on Foundry, I've got you.
Oh, okay.
So I just need. Did Jovian roll? Is he in here? What the heck?
I rolled a 13.
Who laughed?
Even with advantage.
Well, hey.
Hang on just a second. We have a gigantic group, including all the mounts, so.
I have advantage on initiative rolls. I'm rolling
Why is it
again.
Jovian in combat? You said you got 13 for Jovian?
Yeah, 13.
All right. Well, I'm really not fudging the dice, but Baron got a 26 on his initiative.
Okay, but
And he charges up 50 feet.
No.
It's all right. I still have more movement than him.
And then he's going to dash because that's what he does. He dashes and I'm going to let him avoid the attack of opportunity because the giant wasn't ready.
You didn't expect a small, frail
Yeah,
man to run up to
Dash
him.
with no action. Right
He's
in the
not
middle of it.
old. Estalia, your go.
Frail man.
My spells aren't in the foundry.
What are they? Oh, make sure you're logged into. Cause I had all kinds of issues with yours. Do me a favor and log out and log back in, and see if it. Because something is wrong with your character and your character alone on Foundry. I don't understand what it is. There's some kind of glitch with something. I was working feverishly trying to get everything updated before we started and barely got it done. And I mean, I've gotten it done 100%, but
I don't think it worked.
what does she want to do? You can just tell me and I can make it work.
Okay. Oh yeah, my avatar's not even right, huh?
Yeah, the avatar's not right, but the token is. It's all. Yeah.
Okay. So she's just gonna stay with the group for now, but she's going to hold a enlarge spell
Okay.
for when we're close, when they're closer, or whoever moves. But
Okay.
she's gonna cast enlarge on Thatcher.
Okay. Okay. You gonna wait till he gets closer and do it?
Yeah.
That's a big ass boy.
Do you remember the range on that? I assume you'd cast it once he gets just out of, just to where he's going to be out of range.
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Okay. So when he moves 30 feet, you'll cast it?
Yes.
On him? Okay. Neris.
Oops. She is going to move forward and pull an arrow as soon as my foundry reloaded. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
There we go. As soon as I clicked on something and I had to reload, I was like, oh crap. Okay, sorry. All right, I'm back. How far?
Your horse can move 50 feet.
I am too
And they're-
zoomed out.
They're a ways away. 100 some feet from the front of the party.
Oh, it moves with me. Awesome. Oh, they're still within range. Awesome.
Oh, your bow, yeah.
Yeah. I have 150 feet.
Yeah.
So we all move up. Oh, oops. A little bit. And go for the one up front in front of the Baron.
Okay.
It's a 15 hit.
Oh, yeah. They're ogres.
Awesome. All right, so 11 points of damage.
You stick an arrow in his armor. He seems to be angered, but not terribly weakened.
All right, shoot again. 12.
That still hits.
Nice.
His armor is basically just thick rags, so.
All right, and then 13 points of
And
damage.
He's 8 feet tall, so he's kind of hard to miss.
All right.
He has 2 little arrows sticking in him now.
And then that's it for now.
Hey, Sorsha.
As soon as she sees the Baron go ahead of everyone by himself, she just kind of does this. And she'll use her 30 feet of movement to get closer to him.
Okay.
You have 50 on the horse.
Then
Yeah?
Yeah, you can
50?
spur your horse forward for 50.
I will do that. And then on the 3 giants, I will cast slow.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, because you're upcasting it?
What was that?
Are you upcasting it, or?
It's an area one.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking of haste. Yep.
Yep.
40-foot cube
So-
in range.
Okay. Yeah, that gets all of them. Wisdom saves. Yeesh. So an 8. An 8. Come on, natural 20.
Our DM is rooting.
And an
for you.
18.
Just gets it.
So 2 of them got it. Or so 2 of them are slowed.
I'll take that.
1 is not. And one of them that's slowed is the one right in front of the Baron too. So don't worry, I got it. Don't worry. Anything else?
You can only do a bonus action.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ogre 2 gets to go now, and
One shot, one kill on the Baron. Fucking A.
Oh no.
let's see. He is slowed, so he still gets to take one attack. He swings at the Baron with his great club and misses.
Sweet.
Okay.
No
Jovian,
Baron
tell me what
report.
you're going to do.
Ooh. All right. I am going to move up. And
He gets to save the end of his turn, right? The slowed ogre.
at the end of the turn.
I think he does. It doesn't matter. Go ahead. You go, Jovian.
Yeah. End of each of its turn. I will. Quick question: how close are the ogres to each other? Are they all within at least about 5 feet or so from each other?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, let's try this out. I am going to cast Call Lightning. And basically that is going to, I'm going to center it to where basically all of them are in the middle of it. And then anybody within the 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw, which they have a -2 on, thanks to slow. At least 2 of them do. Yep, they got to make dexterity saving throws.
You can center it on. Let me see. So the way the spell works, let's see.
10 feet tall, 60-foot radius.
If you center it here, you can get 2 of them and the Baron. If you center it here, you can get those 2. They're not all within 5 feet of. Each one is within 5 of another one, but they're not all within 5 feet of each other.
Oh, so it would hit the Baron if I were to center it that other way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying
Or
to
you
hit
can
him.
center
I'll just,
The back two.
yeah, I'll get it to where it's just the other 2 ogres.
Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, so 3d10. Oh god, that's as minimal as you can possibly get, probably. 13.
Something.
Okay. Does a 17 make the saving throw?
No, it does not. They have to make
holy
an
cow.
18.
So they all missed it. That -2 from the slow. We had a 19. So 13 damage.
Yep.
Nice. Sizzle.
Okay. This bolt of lightning comes down out of the sky, and 2 of them are standing there with their hair standing out. They're all kind of stunned. Zealous.
We'll go. Let's see. Too much to do. Give me 1 second. 50 feet of movement, and then that's the horse's normal movement. Could I have the horse dash to get up?
Yeah, you'll dash too.
I'll dash too.
Okay.
Oh wait. Wait. Set at least in 50 feet. Bonus action. Quicken? Yeah. Quicken, and then I'll do Spirit Guardians. Even though it's not showing it. Yeah. So main action dash up to the 50 feet. And then bonus action, Quicken, Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
As soon as I can get my token in the right spot.
The horse came with you too, by the way.
Oh, sweet. That'd be convenient.
It's the only way you're able to go that far. And Spirit Guardians.
Let's see, that's going to be... Well, it's not shown on my spell list on Boundary, but... Prepared. Why is it not prepared?
So I assume you're choosing.
Let me reload it real quick.
You can choose any number of creatures to be unaffected by it. I'm assuming you're pretty much choosing the whole party, including your horses.
Yep. Yeah, so everything within a 15-foot radius needs a wisdom saving throw. There it is.
Yeah, when they start their turn. Their speed is halved, so these guys aren't moving very fast right now. The two of them are affected by slow and have a Spirit Guardians. There you go. Okay. So now this guy's okay. He starts his turn. He does not want to go in that area. So he's going to throw a javelin at you instead.
Okay.
And he throws a javelin and it glances off your armor. You get rocked in the saddle of it because it's so big, but it doesn't cause you any real damage. Scram, your turn.
I would like to use the steady aim to give myself advantage on attack roll against the top right. I believe he's within range 120 of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's within range. Is the horse in front of me going to be a problem? Or can I...
No,
can I
these guys are...
Okay. So I will roll to hit with a bow.
Especially that ranger arrows are dropping down some, so...
Oop. 12 to hit.
That hits. It's with advantage?
Oh, I didn't roll it with advantage. I'm sorry. 13 damage.
Okay.
Gave myself advantage. I forgot. And then the do I get sneak attack on my range weapon?
Not. There's nobody within 5. No enemy within 5. Well,
but I had.
Oh, you had advantage. Yeah.
Advantage.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I did the steady aim, so I'd have advantage to give myself sneak attack. Which way? It's a 2d6. Sorry, I seem to have lost my. There it is, 2d6. Yeah. It's loading. I don't know why it's taking so long. Can y'all see my sneak attack damage on D&D Beyond?
Nope.
No.
It just gives me 3 dots.
I tried re-rolling initiative and it wasn't popping up either. So
I'm gonna try it again.
You did it on Foundry.
Oh, well.
that's what I was doing it on.
So 23 damage. I rolled a 10 for sneak attack.
Okay.
So 23 damage total.
You stick an arrow in the side of his neck. He's really unhappy, but he's still up.
That's fine. And that's my turn.
Okay, at the start of his turn, he gets a wisdom saving throw. So an 8, I assume, doesn't beat your DC.
Nope.
Go ahead and roll the 3d6 radiant damage. I'm assuming it's radiant. Or 3d8, sorry.
Yep. And let's do. Nope. That. Did that work? Maybe.
Just click there. You go.
Wow. That's yeah. That's I mean shit.
He takes some damage, but he's unhappy now. He swings his great club. He's gonna swing at you since he's not that. Oh my goodness, these guys suck. He swings his great club and it smashes him to the ground. Okay. There is a puff of nasty green looking gas that suddenly appears right around Zealous and the Baron. And you both need to make Constitution saves.
Was it a spell?
Yes.
Counter spell?
Yeah.
Did you see the person casting it?
Do I see the person casting it?
No.
Dirty.
Oh, okay. You said make what type of save again?
Constitution.
Okay. $24.
Damn.
That saves. Yee. Okay. So
Not so much for the Baron.
Probably not.
Baron didn't make his save, but you only take 10 poison damage. You gotta roll a concentration save. Concentration check.
Yep. Oh, wait, I need. Out of 21. So saves, yeah.
Yep. And then you see, stepping out of the woods onto the trail, this hideously shapen giant. She's hunched back, has one arm much longer than the other one. Is just, you've seen ugly hill giants. This thing is beyond grotesque. Yeah, and you think she's probably going to cast that spell.
Wait, is her token?
Did Jovian go yet?
Yeah.
My first time, yeah. Not my second time. Yeah.
Solomon, your turn, finally. You're the last one.
Yep. So, time to get mad again. So, rage. And then I'll use my flying boots to go forward so I don't have to dismount. If I dash, I can still use my second attack, right?
No.
Or no? No. Okay. I'll go. What, my 60 something feet, whatever. Oh my gosh! 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 Well, no.
That was
Oh.
90 feet.
Yeah, I know.
You can go 60 feet and throw a javelin if you want.
Yep. That's.
Oh, wait a minute.
I
This guy
have
gets a
I
wisdom
have
saving
bow.
on his turn.
Hmm.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you got a 3 that didn't save. So.
It's not. Yeah. It's not letting me go back. Yeah. So I'll go to
Out there.
the 65 feet. How much I have, and then I'm apparently enlarged as well, right?
Yep. Yeah. So she cast enlarge as soon as you move 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can do that real quick.
I pick it. And then I'm gonna fire with my bow at the one to the left of the Baron.
Okay.
She's
Did you see what my roll was? Because I can't.
Yep. It was a natural one.
Oh, cool. Of course. So you want me to roll damage?
Hang on, let me see what happened.
Okay.
I'm gonna get shot.
Well, you're on the opposite side of the Baron of the one I shot at. So.
Oh no, that would be terrible.
Okay,
Not
Scram's
even-
not on the save list anymore.
You snap your bowstring, but it's a magical bow, so it doesn't snap. So
Woo!
nothing that bad happens.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll.
Well, all right. Oh, I can see it on there. Hey, I made it that time. Cool. I can't see my rolls on here, but I can see it on the screen over there. So.
And add a D4 too, because you're enlarged.
Oh, cool.
You have extra big arrows.
You know. So yeah, that damage.
Okay, yeah, you stick an extra big arrow in them, but it doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. Anything else?
No, not right now. That's all I can
Okay.
do.
The Baron gets to go again, or gets really to go for the first time. He's gonna stab at the ogre in front of him. Maybe I'll just roll this one. Ooh.
You know.
And he gets a critical hit.
There we go. All right, Baron.
For glory and country.
So 8 plus 4. So he stabs the big ogre in the center in the belly and sticks it up into the center of his gut, and it falls over.
Nice.
Looky there.
Just another person stealing my kills.
Ooh.
Okay, Astalia. You're currently concentrating on a slow spell, which has one fewer target because one's dead.
I think that's Sorshit's on the.
You're muted.
Can you hear me?
I'm concentrating on the enlarge.
Okay. So he's no longer slowed.
Sorsha is doing a
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Somebody's concentrating on slow. But... Okay. So what is your action? Are you moving up?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move up a bit, and then I'm gonna do a firebolt. That's the one on the left.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Okay. Then.
Woo!
Critical hit. Brought to you by Only Crits.
Natural toy.
Whew. 31.
Okay. He seems very singed, but still up, but very unhappy now. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Neris.
All right. I'm going to attempt a few things.
Yeah.
Hopefully this works. All right. I'm going to ride the horse to here. There we go. All right. So I'm going to ride the horse to get me here and then walk to get me here.
You're going to lose. You have to. Your movement's the horse and your movement's the same.
Oh, I can't get off the horse and then move?
You can, but that takes half your movement to get off the horse. And directing the horse is part of your movement action. That's how we're counting this. So your best bet's, unless you're Thatcher, your best bet's stay on the horse.
Okay. Then I get to go up a little bit further. I think it's like right there.
Okay.
Okay, so that takes one of my things out. Oops. Nope. Zoom out. There we go. Not quite 90 feet. Okay. Okay, so then no hunter's mark, but I am going to, oops. Let's see if I can do this from here. I'm going to use the sharpshooter.
Okay.
I'm going to activate my sharpshooter feat. Which gives me a -5 to my attack.
Mm-hmm.
But if I make it, it gives it a +10 to the damage.
Okay.
So let's go. So 20, did the 21 hit?
Which one are you aiming at?
Oh, sorry. I was aiming at her. The one
that
that came out. Yeah.
That hits.
Okay. So then all right, so 23 points of damage.
Good golly. +10, right? Does that include the +10?
That includes the +10. Yeah. Because I'm able to add it to the damage, the situational.
Okay.
So that's with the +10.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do it again. Because I'm pretty sure I can do it over and over. There's no.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to do it.
Awesome.
You have to declare it, and then every shot after that for that round. So
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's go. Nice. There's some good rolls. Here we go. And then 10. 22 points of
Okay.
damage.
man, you stick 2 arrows in her. She is unhappy.
Yeah. And then
But
was she concentrating on anything?
she still appears to be concentrating.
Okay. Damn. Okay. That's it.
Okay. Sorsha, your turn.
Okay, so we have the 2 giants and then the one that came out of the tree line,
Ogres.
right?
This one's dead.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
2 ogres, 1 giant.
Okay.
Their
I'm
type
just
is
gonna
giant
go
elf.
after the one that came out.
Okay.
I'm going to do Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
First one, we've got a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Damage will be an 8.
Is that everything?
And then
Oh yeah.
That's the first one.
Yep.
the second one will be a 28 to hit.
That hits.
With the 7 damage.
Did nothing.
She keeps rolling concentration checks at least. Keeps making them too. Yeah, you guys got a little bit of a look at her now. Something like that.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh.
Wow.
It's like a family reunion for Zealous.
Judge much?
Oh.
Yeah. Something Scram would sleep with at least.
Anything else for Sorsha?
Friendly banter is great.
Anything else for Sorsha?
That is all for me.
Okay. This guy is gonna step back a little bit, but not much because he's slowed, and then throw a javelin at.
Oh, he still need to make the Spirit Guardian save.
He wasn't in the radius. He's making sure he's not in it.
I thought he started in it.
No, he was right on the border. He actually hit you with a critical hit.
Silvery barbs. Oh, actually, it doesn't really matter because critical hits don't affect because of the plate armor. I mean, the adamantine.
Adamantium. Yep. Okay, so you take 12 damage.
That's fine. Hurt.
It's funny when you can tell that the DM is disappointed that he didn't get to critically kill you.
I'm playing them. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
That one?
He doesn't get to roll any more wisdom saves against slow because he's rolled natural 1. Go ahead and roll your concentration check, Zealous.
Let's see. That was 12 points of damage.
Yes.
Rolled a 13.
Okay. Jovian, your turn.
All right. Well, I was reading over it, and apparently I can't use it as a bonus action. It's only a regular action. Is the screen here in Foundry's a little? Did the ugly one that just came out? She's within that 60-foot radius of the tall lightning, right?
Yeah.
She's in there. And then so it looks like they're kind of. Does she have anybody near her?
No.
No.
The only 2 targets within 5 feet of each other within range are Zealous and the Baron. So
No, I can't do that. I'm gonna zap
what you
the
gotta
ugly
do.
one.
The really ugly one, you got to be a little more
Which
specific.
ugly one? Yeah.
The ugly one that you just showed us. Good lord,
I don't want you to accidentally shoot Zealous.
no. I'll take
Don't worry, we're
I'll-
gonna have
I'll
another
tap
tavern
her.
scene.
She gets a
She's gotta
deck
be-
save, right?
Yeah, she's got to make it 18 or more.
Yeah, she's probably not doing that. Yeah, she fails her deck save.
Cool. 3d10. 19 points of damage.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good where I'm at.
Okay, Zealous.
Let's see. I'm gonna move. Right there. I need a wisdom save from both of them.
Okay. They're good at these.
We can hope.
Okay, so 7 probably makes it, right?
Close. You got close. I mean, it's about what Scram is like.
16. 16 is close, actually, isn't it?
I can tell you guys are going to be great friends by the time this is all over.
16 doesn't make
Yeah.
it, but it's close.
Yeah, it got close.
I assume.
Let's see.
Scram's going to be right, like hitching right on top of Zealous's shoulders like a child at Disneyland by the time this is all done.
Jovin's over there spitting blasphemy. We'll go... Those are ogres, correct?
Yes.
From the previous times we've dealt with them, would Zealous know that what their reach is with weapons?
10 feet. Yeah.
Okay. So if I moved up to the old lady in the back, would that be enough? Would that trigger opportunity attacks?
It's kind of hard to say where you are right now. Yeah, probably. You'd think probably. You're not 100% sure. The DM might be nice.
Yeah, against Zealous, I've we'll go do draining touch on the old hag.
Is that a touch spell?
That is at make a meal spell. That
melee
is very
spell.
much. Yeah, I don't know why Terrain just said to that. Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Okay, just Foundry is a pain. 19 to hit.
Yep.
That'll be 3 plus 8, 11, plus the 5 because it's a range attack. That'll be 16.
Okay. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Okay, this guy starts his turn there. He's got to roll wisdom save, right?
Mm-hmm.
He fails. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
At least decent.
He drops dead. These spirits running all over him and overcome him.
As the Zealous looks back and gives him the bird to Scram.
Are you muted?
Oh, it's. I was waiting on you to call out my name. I'm sorry.
No, you can.
Is Zealous within 5 foot of the guy on the left, the ogre on the left?
No.
Just outside
Okay.
of him,
Then I'm going to. How far is that? Is that one? Okay. I'm going to try the steady shot again, or steady aim to give
Okay.
myself advantage.
Okay.
Advantage on attack. I'll roll it with advantage this time. 25 to hit.
That hits.
think so.
$18 damage.
Okay. He drops dead too. You stick an arrow right in his eye socket. He falls down, hits the ground. Anything else?
That's everything. That's all I can do. I can't move now.
Okay. Let's see. At the start of her turn, the cloud she cast moves 10 feet down the trail closer to you, Solomon. It's not on you yet. She's going to make this worth her while. And run up. She enters her thing. She has to make a wisdom save, right? Jeez. Okay. She makes her wisdom save. Takes 12 damage. You see the cloud kill disappear as she loses concentration. And then she swings. Jeez. And Zealous, you take 14 damage.
What did she swing?
A big staff.
Could I do shield?
Sure. What's that make your armor class?
25.
She still
26.
hits. She still hits. She got a 28.
Oh, she had
wow.
a 28. Yeah, fair. I was going to do shielding.
And he swings again. See if she can she's probably gonna get that good each time, but 29, that hits still. You take 22 more damage. And she gets one more swing.
Jesus.
29, good gracious.
Could I have my familiar fly and try to distract her, at least promoting disadvantage from... Well, no, I guess I wouldn't be able to. Never mind.
You take 15 more. So I assume you lose concentration on the spell since you're unconscious now.
Check. Yeah, that would draw. Yeah, that would.
Yeah. You're basically almost dead. So. Why isn't it automatically? There we go. Yeah. So that ends your spell. And it's Solomon's turn.
Okay. So I will move up next to Zealous. That's within range of her, too, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Head up there. And then, if my thing wants to open, Do you want to open? Open. There we go. I will. Let's see. I'm gonna use reckless attack for this one. For the first hit with my axe. And then so 28.
Okay. You strike her, and she looks at you and says a little curse, and you need to roll a Constitution save.
Oh, I get advantage on those. That's cool.
Can't curse, they already cursed.
Right. Do I get advantage, or is it just... I don't know. Let's see. Hold
Oh, you
on.
get advantage.
Yeah. I can't remember.
I think, oh, you get advantage on Constitution save.
Yeah. 23.
Do you get
23?
Why do you have advantage on Constitution saves?
I can't remember if I do or not.
I don't
Is
think
it-
you do. I think it's just a.
Yeah, I was looking at my stuff.
Let me see.
Let's see. I know I get danger signs.
DM, am I able to cast Counterspell?
It wasn't a spell.
What was that?
It wasn't a spell.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I have advantage on it. I just have proficiency.
Just roll straight up.
Okay. Normal. There you go.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, yep.
So, roll damage for my axe now.
Yep. Oh, nice.
Do I roll extra because I'm enlarged or no?
Yeah, an extra D4.
Extra D4 with this one too. Cool.
Yep.
And then another 3.
Okay.
And then we'll hit her again. This time it's just normal.
No, it's all your attacks.
No, I just hit her once. I have 2 attacks.
Yeah, but all your attacks are reckless attack.
Oh, all of them are? So I get
Yep.
advantage on this one too? I thought it was just
Yep.
first attack is
I thought all of them were, and then but all attacks against you have advantage too.
Yeah. I think it's just first attack for reckless attack.
No, when you make your first attack.
Oh, okay.
You
Cool.
just
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. So
25 hits.
Yep. And then not as good. Not as good as it went on neither of those. So yeah, so 10.
It's okay.
more
You got her
damage.
attention. You sink your axe into her twice, and she's quite unhappy.
Mm-hmm. So, and that will be it for me.
Okay. Baron Renee comes charging up beside you. And he tries to strike at her with his rapier. Why don't you tell me what it is? But he misses.
Uh-oh.
It's
Just
so
all-
big. How can you miss?
Okay. So I'm going to get off. Yes. Okay. I'm going to get off the horse.
Okay, that takes half your movement.
Yeah. And then I'm going to
Okay.
move here.
Is it the Stalia's turn or is it?
Wait, no,
Mary's
it's
turn?
yeah, it's
Oh,
Nastalia's
it's
turn.
Astalia's.
Stalia's turn.
Okay.
All elves look alike.
Continue. Hey. So
I
we
got
got into
confused
this
for
mess.
a second. You got Solomon as her. Or not Solomon, sorry. Salazar.
Oh yeah. I was wondering why there's a dragonborn up there.
So I forgot about my horse last time, but she would just move up here anyway. And then she's just gonna do another firebolt at that same one.
Yeah, she's the one on the standing up still. So.
Yep.
Oof. 23 hits.
Okay.
Is there a live ogre still?
No.
Oh, okay.
Eight damage.
Okay.
And I think that's it for her.
Okay, Neris. Now you can get off your horse.
Okay, now I get off the horse, and then I'm gonna go there by the rock and the bushes, and then I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on her.
Okay.
And then also activate my sharpshooter, and then I'm going
Okay.
to lobby 2 arrows at her.
Okay.
Oops. I need to log up so that I can add. So 7 to 17 hit.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So I figured out how to activate it, so it does all the math right there. I was like, yay.
Yep.
It's 26 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
And again.
And 4 more for the 100 mark, right?
No, so 26 total.
Oh,
There's 22
right,
on the thing, and then 4 for the 100's mark. Does the 18 hit?
It does.
Awesome. And then 17 plus 5.
Okay. You stick 2 arrows that land perfectly, and she seems really badly hurt, but she's still up.
Okay. And then I'm going to remember actually use my Mask of the Wild and just kind of try to blend in and not be noticeable where I'm at.
That's still an action to hide.
It's not Mask of the
Is it
Wild
bonus
as
action?
as a wood elf. It's no action. I can just hide in the foliage.
I thought it was you had to take the hide action still, but it's not gonna matter. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Sorja.
I'm just trying to. I just fuck her up and then going. I'm not here. I'm not here. Shh, it's just a bush. Shh.
Okay. How far away is she? Is she from me?
100 feet?
Okay.
Not even 80 feet.
All right. I'm gonna. Oh man. I'm still on the horse.
Yes, I assume.
Okay. And that's the 50 feet of movement?
Yep.
Can I do any other movement after that?
No. Well, unless you dash with the horse, or you move the horse's movement, then use your movement or your action to hop off.
Okay. I'll just stay on the horse and do the 50 feet of movement.
Okay.
towards the shit show. And then once I'm done with the movement, I'll do Eldritch Blast on the finale
Okay.
with dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
First one is 11 damage.
Okay.
Second to hit is a 26.
That hits.
And damage will be 15.
Describe how you drop the Fomorian Witch.
Just and sizzles.
Okay. The Baron. Actually, Jovian, you're next. 'Cause you have your healer lying on the ground bleeding out, so.
Oh.
So he's easy to hit with lightning now.
All right. So if I hit him one good time, if I zap him, will that wake him up? Kind of like a
Like a AD, it might.
like a
You never know till you try.
If you get nat 1, it will, yeah.
With our luck.
Nah, I'll just I'll go up to him and I'll cure wounds first level.
Okay. It does nothing.
What?
Zealous. What goes through your head as your life flashes before your eyes? You get to make your first death save.
Hold on, what?
So else is pain. Pain would be that he's reliving the past of his mistakes, the moments that he lost. With him, it would be just regret, the things that he's lost and the people he couldn't save. Yeah, that would be his never-ending replay.
All right. I'll give you advantage on your death save. That was pretty good.
24.
Okay. So you have one successful death save.
What?
Scram.
So everything's dead, right? And I just see Zealous, lifeless.
Not yet.
Well, he's laying there unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
He's lying there unconscious. Laying is like laying down cards.
Yeah, forgive me. I'm from Texas. I'd like to move up. I'll take the bonus action to dash.
Okay.
With my little pony. My 60 feet.
You can go on the pony, go 100 feet if you dash.
Okay. I'll get up next to Zealous, and I'll be like, "Oh no, my jokes were too funny. He died." And then offer any of the potions of superior healing to, like, try to help him come back alive.
You've already seen somebody cast a cure wound spell on him.
Well, was I close enough to see that?
Well,
You're
yeah,
right
because
next
actually
to
he was
Jovian, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how I let Joey do that. I just did. I was feeling nice.
And even a superior potion
waste a
wouldn't.
spell slot? What the?
How would you know you waste spell slot?
Oh.
And would I know a superior potion wouldn't help him?
I think you'd have a pretty good guess. If the spell doesn't work, the chance of a potion working is not very good.
Can
so
I
just
discern
you have to use it as a suppository. So
can I discern if he's poisoned?
sorry.
Yeah.
What was that?
Is he poisoned? Would I know that, knowing that?
meter. No, well,
I'm a poisoner.
go ahead and roll an
Because I have
intelligence check.
antitoxins on me.
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Oof, that's a terrible check.
You and me both, brother.
13.
You're not sure. It doesn't appear to be any sort of natural, organic, manufactured poison.
So even my antitoxin wouldn't help.
Probably not.
Okay.
Solomon. Your turn.
Solomon will lean down, put his axe on Zealous's chest, and then just pray to Renville.
Okay.
Please, Lady Renville, if you see fit, let my brother Zealous here come back.
Baron's gonna hop off his horse and try a medicine check. And he stabilizes Zealous. The Baron just saved your life.
What the?
It was the power of prayer, guys.
I'm a hero. Baron says.
Baron's gonna hold that shit over your head.
God.
Every time. Wait, what did he do to stabilize him?
Medicine check.
Yeah, did a medicine check.
That's it. The fuck? Like, what?
Oh my god.
But
What?
you all get next to Zealous,
I
and
could
he does not look good. He's very pale, but with blackness around his eyes, and it's not anything you've seen. People beaten
more so
unconscious
than normal.
before. Yeah, it's some sort of supernatural effect.
Can I detect magic, please?
Sure. Roll an Arcana check.
Me?
No,
Okay.
the person is still conscious.
I've got a 17.
There is some sort of necromantic magic still in place.
Okay.
Is it anything on the witch thing?
God, I don't have.
You
to
guys
spell
inspect her
magic.
body.
I don't have to spell it.
Yeah.
You still have detect magic going.
Can I cast dispel
And-
magic? I have it.
Well, you
Searching her.
there is
Is this magic?
an amulet
Is this
of
magic?
Stephanus.
Is this magic? It's your boar, Jovian.
Yeah, and it detects for magic, but it's. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check again while you're inspecting this thing.
$19.
Okay, you're pretty sure this is just some sort of magical, infused thing. You, as a warlock, you kind of understand this fairly well. This is something through some sort of power with her deity that has been infused with a little bit of magic. Kind of like your book. It's not like a magic item you can pick up and use, but it's something.
It's something on his person.
Yeah. Her, as you're just kind of casting over her, there's necromantic magic that's fading from her as as her powers. She's dead now. As her powers leaving, you can sense that there's just she had some sort of attunement sort of with her deity, and now that she's dead, it's going away, her powers are fading. There was no real magical items in the sense that you have a magical sword. not like that, but she had magical powers, and they're fading. But Zealous is still down, and he does not look good. The Baron was able to stabilize him just doing a regular medicine check, ABCs. But
So I'm
Staying
understanding
alive.
this
Staying
correctly. So as she was dead, it's basically like an effect of after she died. It's like an after effect type of thing, but it's fading.
no, when she hit him, Solomon and the Baron kind of recognized that when she was hitting him with that staff, it was kind of draining the life force out of him more than just, she's a giant and hitting him with a huge stick, so that was causing him a lot of trauma. But it was actually draining stuff from him. And now the staff, you see it, and it's this gnarled gray black, just diseased looking wood, and hitting him with it just kind of drained from him, and it doesn't look like magic's gonna be able to bring him back. He's not dead, but
can I use Druidcraft to set that staff on fire?
Yeah, it burns fairly quickly and easily once it's
Use it as kindling to burn their bodies.
So
I feel like we should burn it by itself so it doesn't touch nothing else.
I've already set it on fire. That thing's gone now. But Matt, you said magic can't bring him back.
His hit points will not be restored by magic, just by normal rest. Regeneration magic won't work to bring him back his hit points.
Even healing potions?
That's magic.
Okay.
So basically, we got to pick him up, take him off the road somewhere safe or whatever, and just basically have him rest in order for him to get better.
You don't have to. You could drag him along behind the horse, but
No, Scram, we're not doing that. Let us pick him up and put him to the side. We need to get him off the road now, quickly.
Can I cast Tiny Hut to protect whoever wants to be protected?
Yeah.
Can I do some sort of like medicine check to figure out if there's anything else that could possibly be done other than just letting him rest?
Sure, do a medicine check.
Can I help and then he can do advantage?
Sure.
Ooh, I like that one. That's a 26.
Okay. You have some herbs that your mentor gave you. You get a little, steep it in some hot water and pour some in his mouth, and he just barely regains consciousness. He's still at 0 hit points, but you're conscious now, Zealous.
A nice herbal tea.
You said that I was going to be cannon fodder.
Scram, you're next.
Just rest, sons. Just rest. We got you stable and we got everything fine. We need to use this rest.
You're stable, you're protected, we're around you.
Yeah, Zealous will just drop back to sleep because
he needs it. The Baron probably needs the rest too.
Oh, yeah, Baron.
Baron could take a healing potion, but
True.
it seems that our cleric is not well right now. Perhaps we should spend the day here and try to get another go at it in the morning.
Yes. Absolutely. Tiny had it and then long rest.
You can take a short rest right now if you want.
Mhm.
You take a couple hours.
What do we think?
Short rest, cool. Wing travel. Would he be able to use his hit die?
Yep.
Hey, there he goes, Alice.
You gotta take a short rest
Sure. Yeah.
for an hour.
You
Yeah.
might want to scout the area a little bit first.
Yeah. We'll get the bodies piled up and burn them.
Okay.
And I'll sit and watch over.
Especially if I'm still big.
Try to give him water without choking him.
It's fine. You can waterboard him.
Scram will also stay with Zealous, so Scram's the first thing Zealous sees when he wakes up.
I have died.
Sam, this is why he yelled at you.
This is my hell.
You can take a short rest, try to roll for hit points, see when you get back.
Gotcha. We're just gonna spend them all because yeah, that'll be needed. $35 plus 14, 40, 49 hit points.
Okay.
Nice.
You feel better. You're still, not tip-top shape, but everybody gets a short rest in. Try to use a tiny hut and go to sleep, or
Well, if we're short resting it and then going to continue to move forward, then if I cast Cure Wounds on him to help him out a little bit more, would that be able to work now, or
you can try.
Don't do it.
I can use one of my spell slots on just to see if I can. That way you don't have to waste yours, Jovian.
I have potions.
yeah, let's try the potion first.
Okay. You can drink a potion.
Do you want a regular
Sure.
one?
Yeah, just regular. No
Alright,
need to spend anything big on me.
All right, here you go, buddy.
It does
Tell me,
nothing.
buddy. Oh, fuck.
So
All right. I'm cure woundsing myself.
Did you drink it right?
I don't think there's any other way to drink it.
Somebody said suppository earlier.
You can end me before we do
Try
that.
the other end.
You gonna cast a cure wound spell on yourself?
Yep.
Okay. It does nothing.
Can I dispel magic?
You can try.
It looks like it's just going to be rest in water for you.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to figure out if this is like a permanent thing.
It looks like we both might be cursed, friend.
Oh.
Can I detect poison and disease?
Sure.
I can't detect magic on myself.
Zealous. Out
Yes.
of character. Is your cure wounds, is it a cantrip or is it a spell slot?
Spell slot.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna cut my hand and see if you could heal us.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about the healing others. Do
Everybody roll a perception check.
you want me to roll one? Is it perceiving something about myself?
Sorsha has a 21.
I rolled a 7.
12.
Golly. A 2 and a 3. You guys.
God.
26.
She's
All
just
right.
too concerned to notice anything.
You got above a
Rolled a
20. You
9.
see some motion in the trees, kind of to the northwest.
Okay.
And a somewhat familiar figure steps out. Your looking figure. It is one of the Fae sisters you've met before, or
Oh,
they
boy.
claim to be Fae. You've never actually confirmed that.
Oh,
See, when you say stuff like that,
we just went down memory lane.
Is it Dana?
Yes,
Gaskin? Mosley? Okay.
it's Dana.
Okay. I'll go.
Your friend seems unwell.
He is very unwell.
that
And
seems
he's
like an
hurt.
understatement at this point.
You're good at observing.
And me.
No.
Is there anything you can do for him?
Well,
It
perhaps.
doesn't seem that anything that we do, we can't cure him. We can't give him potions. It seems to be man-made remedies that can only help him to a certain extent.
Oh, Baron,
And rest.
this is one of the Fae we met.
Should be
Dana.
this.
We think.
No.
Oh, Scribe, this is one of them.
Oh, I was so excited to meet her.
Don't make any deals.
Kind of strokes your cheek and, I could help you, but if I give you healing now, you must give me some healing later.
Are you expecting danger?
Am I being hit on?
Healing for you in what way?
He must heal me if I need it. I can give him some of my life force. He must later give me some of his life force.
Why not?
Okay.
Zealous, do you want any of Dana's life force?
She
As long as she'll take mine later.
Oh,
She gives you 15 hit points. You're back to full.
Zealous needs help.
Okay. You healed him, but did you fix what was wrong with him?
Yes, I believe that it can only be cured normally by rest, but those hit points, that damage is now restored. You should be all right.
Well, thank you
So
so
if
much.
if he got hurt again and we used a potion on him, it would be fine.
Unless it's from the same type of weapon.
What kind of weapon was it?
I believe there are witches in this area. The ones working with the giants. They have cursed weapons. You mortals create weapons like that. Call them, heard of swords of wounding?
So with those, if you are hit, you cannot heal yourself with any sort of magic.
Yes.
And the only way to get rid of that is for a full rest.
Yes. Or we Fae have some ways to deal with it.
Is that the way that you just used now?
Yes. I gave him some of my life force.
I appreciate you, Dana. Thank you.
Of course. I hope you are successful.
How are you feeling, Zealous?
I mean, I'm well rested, but somehow still tired.
That might be the booze.
I think it's
Are
a
you
lack
still-
thereof.
Are you still making your way to Talico Taxida?
We are. Is there any other information that you can give us before we get there?
There are more organized efforts to stop you now. The giants are working with beings of certain religious persuasion. You, Elf Ranger, you look like you know a thing about giants.
I do.
These are more religious than most. They are fanatical in their worship of Sathanas, and I believe they have allied themselves with another religious faction. This is quite dangerous, and I have not heard of such a thing before.
Neither have I. We were able to notice there's an altar up the hill.
Oh, yes. That is ours. These other four have been there before. I don't know if you guys remember that.
I remember that.
Was that where the hand came out and we first met them?
Are they using the
And-
altar?
Yeah. Wasn't there
No,
like
that's
a stone hand or something? I don't know.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember.
No, they
Apparently I don't either.
they would not. We would not let them use our sanctuary.
But they obviously have some interest in it being surrounding it.
I think they are interested mostly in Talico Taxida. Word has reached this area that there's an effort to reestablish it. She looks to the Baron. You are the one leading this expedition, I assume? Yes. With my knights here, we are going to reestablish the temple and reestablish the glory for Laras. She kind of looks at you and rolls her eyes a little bit. And not that she doesn't think that he can do it, just that she's a fey creature, and these human kingdoms rising and falling don't really impress her at all.
Do you know anything of the leader named Fradget?
Yes, that was her.
That was who we just killed.
I believe so.
So
She
then
is
who
allied with another.
Would that be Sambala?
No, if I told you that, I was misreading notes. If you heard another name, the name you would have heard was Fodrisith.
Fodrisith. Is that the other that she's working with?
Yes, a very dangerous religious zealot. I believe she is in league with Sathanas. No, sorry, with dang it, with Sathanas.
Beelzebub?
These giants were all wearing symbols of Beelzebub, and which is the god of gluttony, which is what giants, if they do, that's their thing. Father Sith is a cleric of Sathanas.
Is she leading this whole thing?
She and Bradget were together. They are working together. Why, I do not know. They have apparently been directed from below. You are.
You said a cleric?
Yes. Bradget was more of a witch, but Fodrisith is a cleric. A savage cleric, but still a cleric.
Fuck.
Does that mean anything to you, Zealous?
Just, well, we'll have a fight on our hands. That's to say the minimum.
Do you happen to know how many are with her right now?
Well, it appears 4 fewer than there were at the start of the day.
And even less from yesterday.
Good. I wish you continued luck. I might be able to help you, but my laws and customs demand that anything I give you cannot be given freely. I must trade, as you certainly know.
Another deal to be made.
Yeah.
What is it that you were giving?
What is it that you need?
Guys, you said don't make deals with Faye.
Rules exist to be broken. Come on.
It is one of those lessons, Scram. Listen to what we say, not do it to what we do. But depending on what it is that is going on and depending on what it is that you can give us, if it could help us during this fight, sometimes the good outweighs the bad. But it just depends on what kind of deal this is, on whether or not we should take it.
That's probably a good place to stop for the night so you guys can plot for a week.
Well, after I
If we want to deal with her.
Scram just wants to pick up all of his arrows he had shot. If that's all right.
You can probably find out.
Jesus Christ.
Good Lord.
Keep us on the edge, DM.
He had the nerve to say, "Oh, I didn't want you guys to think I was getting soft on you." Yeah. The nerve of this man.
Yeah. Traumatized Zealous.
All of us.
You didn't have to go charging up into combat with the Baron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just wait for them to come to us.
Yeah, he could have been
Cause and
cursed.
effect.
That's what Scram was doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Once again, go to JAFFOsTV.com, get your Botched Initiative Sable Knights merch, all the character-inspired gear that's out there. There's so much stuff to be able to go look at and to enjoy, from sweatshirts to hoodies to zip-up hoodies to shirts, you name it, it's there. Go check it out, JAFFOsTV.com. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out with us this weekend. We'll see you again next week for session 20
Oh, wow.
of Sable Knights.
Almost old enough to drink.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We'll see you again next week. Later.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.